Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back with another couple of trades today. Today's date is March the 9th. There's a lot of volatility because of the coronavirus, COVID-19, and volatility is exactly what we need to make pips, and I'm loving it. This is the first time I'm trading just regular slow-moving pairs. And today was the Aussie yen and the CAD yen, which I hardly ever trade, but it's moving a lot. I took the best two pairs that was based on the meter. Should have just waited for a bit of a pullback, but not a big deal. Still turned out like a charm, and I knew it was going to go up as my magic trigger was telling me. And today it was I was trading a great way to trade. That's using the goal line and the AO here. So let's go through both of these. And also remember, you should always keep your meter running, at least one of them. And secondly, keep an eye on the calendar at Forex Factory, as you don't want to be surprised by high impact news. So today it's just all the stuff that's going on in the world with this virus. So I was in the trade for about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes. So let's run a check on this Aussie CAD. Just left click on it and drag it and drop it up, and let's see where I got in at right here. As I said, I should have just waited for a bit more of a pullback, but I knew it was going to go up, so I got in right here where this cursor is, and I closed it out here. Jumped the gun a little bit, but I should have waited a little bit more. But 20 pips, and I closed it out for no particular reason, but in real time I was right up against this channel here. It was right here in real time, and so I just decided to close it out, and for no particular reason other than I was happy with 20 pips. All I did was I saw that the Aussie and the CAD in real time was right at the top. The CAD is still here, as you can see over here, and that's why I took it. Now today's trade was mostly driven by the yen. The yen was at one point right at 0. And when it gets right down really low, like 10 or less, the market's going to be moving. And that's exactly what it did based on yen weakness today. So let's run a check on this CAD yen now. Drag and drop it up. Let's see where I got in. Around the same time, around 230, that's 238, and the other one was 242. And on the MT4 platform, it's around 22.8, and I closed out around 9 p.m. New York time. And it's about 10 after 9 right at the moment as I'm doing this video. So I got in at this cursor right here, and I closed out right here with 48 pips, and I was very happy with that 48 pips. So the 48 pips on the CAD yen produced $4,631, and the 20 pips on the Aussie yen paid $1,875. Now pip total was 68 pips for an hour and 20 minutes work. Produced $6,507. As I'm sitting back here, relaxed in my office, watching the hockey game. My two favorite pastime, watching sports and making pips. So if your system is not producing like the magic trigger, actually any trigger system works fantastic, but the one that I like the most at this point in time, well, my top 3 favorites are magic trigger, pip trigger, and golden trigger. And especially since I merged the pip trigger in with the golden trigger and came up with the magic trigger, well, Gone are the days where I have to drill down the lights, which I used to hate doing. You know, going daily 4 hours, 1 hour, trying to figure out the direction. I can leave it on either the 5 or the 15 minutes and I know exactly if I should be buying or selling. And by the way, everything I'm talking about here, I teach in great detail exactly how to trade successfully with the magic trigger. So now I don't have to drill down the lights. I just make a quick decision, check the meter, everything is looking good, take the trade. Sometimes I get the timing a little bit off, but usually 20 to 30 pips will hold. This one here, it only went against me 4 or 5 pips. This one went a little bit, it went more than 20, but less than 30, so I can live with that. So if your system is not producing like the magic trigger, I suggest that you get your hands on it. And to do so, all you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this write-up. It's a magic trigger system. I do charge $250 for. Unless, of course, you already bought a system off me, then I'll only charge $100 for it. So it is the best of the golden trigger and the pip trigger, as I said earlier. And it has around 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you will get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. It comes with 4 MT4 templates, depending on how you want to adjust this awesome oscillator. Comes with 10 custom indicators and my favorite currency meter. Also comes with a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, which there's a lot of good training and education which will get you up and over the hump of being successful trading the market. And as I previously posted in my last video, it includes not only the $1 Million Trade Plan in the Word documents and the PDF book, it has the 2 books by Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone and The Disciplined Trader. It is a must-read for you to succeed. If you do not read these 2 books, you will struggle. But once you understand the market and what you have to do to become a successful trader, it teaches you to get over the psychological part. And until you do that, you will always struggle. So make sure you get your hands on those 2 books by Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone and A Disciplined Trader. Now, as I said, there's a lot of ways to trade. I do teach a lot of ways to trade. That's why there's 36 training videos along with 9 bonus videos. Now, my most favorite way to trade is right here, called A Great Way to Trade. It works with a very high degree of probability, very high success rate, works like a charm. But all you got to do is follow the rules. Make sure you follow the rules. And once you have everything lined up, like at least 90% or more of nothing's guaranteed, but you got to put the probabilities in your favor and then you trade. That is the only thing you can do. Read those 2 books. You will know what I'm talking about. So I do teach, I give a lot of trading tips and advanced trading tips and how to back test the magic trigger, how to scalp the market, how to scan the market. I teach how to trade all 3 sessions along with the London close. I don't do the London close that much because usually I'm done trading by 10 o'clock in the morning, and London close is at 11 a.m. New York time. So I teach also how to trade pullbacks and reversals. I teach how to trade this channel, the upper and the lower one, and of course how to trade the goal line. There is always a lot of action around the goal line, and once you master that, as my mentor taught me about more than 10 years ago, took a while for it to sink in, but once it sinks in to your mind, your memory, your brain, then you will see the light at the end of the tunnel and you will know how to trade this goal line. But I also teach in great detail with 2 videos with a lot of trade examples on how to trade this goal line. I also teach how to trade the news. I don't recommend it. It is the most difficult thing to do. Sometimes I struggle with it, but I'm pretty good with trading the news. But sometimes I get it wrong, and you're going to have some losing trades. And of course, I teach how to trade with a day job, which is another thing I don't do, mainly because I don't have a day job. I just like to get in front of the charts, either Asian or New York, grab those pips, couple hours work, and be done for that day, or at least that session. Sometimes I trade both sessions, but I focus mostly on not only on the New York session, but I work on the 8 workhorses. Today I broke, I got away from it a bit, but I saw a lot of movement today because of the virus, and I just knew that I was going to get something. And 68 pips is very good. I would label a day that I can get 50 pips or more. I would call that a really good trading day. So if you want to know any more about either the magic trigger or the $1 million trade plan, if you have any questions at all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me. If you live too far, all you got to do is send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. Got to get that right, or I won't get it. And then of course, here's my Skype ID. There's that underscore again, but I made it easy for you. Just got to click on this link right here. Now, over the past 10 or 12 years, probably closer to 12 years, as I said, been doing trigger systems, a grand total of 26. If you want to see screenshots of them, very easy for you. Just click on this link and you will see some screenshots. Now, about 3 or 4 months ago, I maybe not that long, but I did a review of my best 2 trigger systems. You can watch that. Just click on this link. And after I moved the best 2 into one, the magic trigger, I did a review on that one. If you want to know a little bit about it, just click on these 2 links. Now, once we have a Skype contact, I'll give you a free session using Skype screen sharing, and it'll probably last about 45 minutes or more. That really depends on how many questions you have for me. So that just about wraps up this day. I want to get back to my hockey game, and hopefully your trading day was just as successful. So, speaking of wrapping up this video, please, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, until the next trade, happy trading.